navigating the ICW all under sail.
We were drifting towards shore. Woo! We made it! Yeah!
I hate this!
Are you good?
I have to be.
So happy. We've been so worried today.
Officially checked in the US. The first time touching land in 10 days.
Yay! Land of the plentiful.
We decided to see the world by sailboat. We sailed from the Great Lakes of Canada and made it to the Bahamas, where the unexpected happened.
Not able to start the engine.
Let's go!
Well, we made it into Ponce Inlet, as you can tell. Got a good night of sleep. It's like 12 o'clock, so we slept in. Caught up on all our beauty sleep. And now I'm dropping the dinghy and getting it ready. Checking the direction of the current. Looks like it's still going outward. We need to go this way. Luckily the wind is coming from onshore, so we'll have the wind pretty much on our beam, roughly. So we'll be able to sail most of the way. So the idea is to set up the dinghy with the engine so that we can easily get through the lift bridge in case the wind dies right as we get into the lift bridge or whatnot. If it looks like we have a lot of wind, we might not even bother setting up the dinghy. We do have quite a bit, but anyway, it's just a precaution to make sure we're ready to go and we don't have any trouble at the bridge mostly. And off we go!
Wow, this is crazy. We are navigating the ICW all under sail. Because we don't have an engine and we're gonna fix it here.
And I'm a little frustrated because we ended up breaking or bending our bow roller. It looks like I gotta set up fix the sail. Scared me so much we were drifting towards shore. I had to jump in the dinghy real quick to get us into the wind because the wind is coming directly where we need to go. Thankfully I set up the boat to push us if we needed it, because we really did need it. As we were turning up into the wind, we couldn't get enough steerage to stay away from the shoreline and the docks that we almost hit. So I jumped in the dinghy, started it up, and Alex steered us just away from the docks just in time before we bumped him. This was the moment we had been dreading the most. Sailing from the Bahamas to the inlet for a full 55 hours seemed so easy in comparison, but navigating the narrow ICW, strong current, boat traffic, and this lift bridge to make it to New Smyrna was really stressful.
Luckily, our small 3.3 horsepower outboard could push the boat. Meanwhile, I was steering the helm and calling the bridge to let us through. Slow down. Okay, well, speed up a bit. Speed! Speed! land speed.
So Alex,
Oh, yeah.
you don't want to drop the anchor to the right. You don't want to go too far back.
Okay.
So you want to go in front of them a little bit.
I want to go ahead of them.
Yeah, I think. Anyway, you make a decision. We can always pull it up. You decide though.
I hate this.
Hey?
I hate it.
Okay. Are you good?
I have to be. It's just it's so not wide.
I know. That's fine. Go stay on the inside of the channel though when you drop it.
Oh, that's a ray.
Yeah. Alright, what's your speed?
I'm going 2-2.
Okay, let's try this.
After over 3 months of sailing all over the Bahamas without engine and picking and dropping anchor under sail, I was hating this. It was hard to maneuver the sailboat in tight quarters with a strong wind and current on the nose.
Come back. I can't steer.
Okay, we're spinning that way, sweetie. I hate this shit.
Okay.
It's too narrow, it's like the boat length.
Now go on the other side of them instead.
Yeah. And the anchor was...
Pull up the head sail. I'm gonna help push you around. Just a little bit of it.
I've got no steering, sorry.
Okay, I'm coming. Alright. You deal with the head sail. Actually, no, you're good. We're gonna anchor right behind them.
Shit.
It's okay. Go deal with the anchor.
Yeah, I'm ready. This is the most stressful part of 3 days.
Hey, if you guys can drop for a second, we'll drop their dinghy and help you. Alright.
Yeah. We're just gonna coast on the current.
Okay, you're gonna drop it.
Okay. Say when.
Don't worry about the snubber, they're coming, right?
Yeah, I just wanted just so as we don't jerk one way or another.
See how that...
3.
Good job. How tricky. It was so awesome to meet back up with Therese and Cody from Sailing Vinyasa, and it was just such a great feeling to see them again. We made it!
We're so happy. We've been so worried today.
Oh my god.
Well, we made it last night, we just couldn't make it all the way in.
Okay,
Oh, that's good.
That's what that
we
was.
thought. Yep.
I've been trying you on the radio since 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, really?
I actually ended up calling you guys into the Coast Guard.
Oh, that's why they're calling. They're calling right now.
Yep.
Yeah, I called them back, dude. Everything's good.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
we've said that you got.
I was so worried.
We got dinghy.
Woo!
And they're cold.
We're so happy.
Thank you so much.
Cody's like ran up as soon as he heard the sound. He's like, I'm like, it's just a bird. It's just a bird. And he's like, no,
The
they're
cacao
here.
was like, yes. Dude, I was getting so worried actually. Like I was legit worried about you guys.
Put him down on the couch and say, calm down.
Just because I was like,
we can.
I called everything and I figured that I could reach about 10 miles out with my radio here.
Yeah.
Since it's not very far to the beach. So I've been trying to get you guys before you came in or anything. And then I figured, well, they got to be in here at the 8:30 tide.
Yeah.
We are officially checked in the US. It was kind of way too easy actually. I just filled in the row map and then someone did a video call with us and it took like, I don't know, a minute of video call just seeing our faces and that was it. So USA, woo, fixing the engine.
Thanks to Cody and Therese for the access to the internet.
Yeah.
We're just happy that we can give you the help back that you gave us for so long.
And they called the US Coast Guard because they didn't see us here yet. But we actually made it in yesterday night, way ahead of schedule. But yeah, and it was getting gnarly, so they got a little bit worried for us, but we're all good.
We made it.
Crazy that we're in the US. Just kind of feels surreal, you know?
Yeah.
And it's so calm after being out at sea with all the waves. Okay, Cory, what's the national hymn? Can you see our bow roller that's all bent? That happened on the first night we got to the US. We had a big squall hit us in the middle of the night. Heard a bit of a thaw, didn't really think much about it. And then the next morning woke up to this. But one of the really good things about the Mantis metal products is that they have a lifetime warranty. So I was in contact with Thomas from Mantis and he's going to be shipping us a new bow roller. Because we've been loving our Mantis anchor, like we've compared it with other people and it's the best one, my favorite one.
Woo! We're going for pizza!
Oh, it's the first time touching land in 10 days, I believe. I haven't felt the ground in so long. We weren't allowed to go on shore in the Bahamas, so we spent a lot of time in the water.
Sail ever, really?
Yeah.
Feels good for sure.
I don't care.
Sanitizing! We got beer, a whole case of 24 for cheaper than 4 in Bahamas. Well, mind you, 4 in the Bahamas drink.
Pizza.
Oh yeah, and chips and chocolate.
Oh yeah, we got
We
the
are
works.
loaded
We're
up.
ready.
And we probably don't need a mask anymore, but it's better to be cautious, I think. Let's go. Well, we made it to New Smyrna, as you guys can probably tell. We're on shore. It's kind of nice. We don't actually have to do a quarantine, supposedly. Nobody told us about it. And it seems like here it's pretty mellow. There's not that many people. Or there's more people, so it seems less restrictive than the Bahamas was anyway. So we're going to grab some groceries and get some T-Mobile service so we can actually do the internet thing again and get our parts for our engine. First time we're having red meat in a while, other than some like pressed ground meat and ground turkey. Well, turkey's not red meat, but anyway, this is exciting. Yay! Land of the plentiful. The line again?
So you want this line grabbed?
Just hold it.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay, so we got Cory that's gonna try to reset the stern anchor line.
Yeah, since it's starting to pull a little too much closer to Vinyasa here. So we're going to release it, swing around, and reset the anchor on the other side. When you release, just very careful for your fingers. Or I can release it, I guess.
Okay. Careful too. It's gonna be a lot of pressure, yes.
Not too much actually. So I'll release it slowly for now, so that we slowly start to drift forward and out of harm's way. Drifting, drifting, na 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 na. Yeah, see now we're definitely far enough.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna release it. You should swing.
It's kind of crazy how much current there is here. So we had a stern anchor to try to prevent some crazy swinging in the channel, because there really isn't much space between the channel and docks over there. So there's only a narrow little space where we can actually anchor. So we ended up setting up a stern anchor because this morning we were swinging kind of a little too... Actually, technically we weren't in the channel, but it looked as if we were swinging too close to it. But now we're actually going to set ourselves more straight line with Vinyasa so that the current pushes on the stern or bow, versus when we tried once we had it that we were more sideways, so there was too much current push on our beam, which was not a good idea. It didn't work. The stern anchor started dragging. But our bow anchor is bummer, and that one was holding the whole boat.
What are you doing over there?
I'm testing out the shower for the first time. I've actually never used the indoor shower, but there's a ton of people in the ICW, so I don't really feel like showering in the cockpit. Way too many people. So thanks Mom for the beautiful shower curtain. It's actually gonna be its first official use.
Enjoy.
I feel so clean! But it's not really the funnest experience taking a shower. You kind of have the curtain pretty much on top of you the whole time. And the water was cold. It's weird. It's like, it's actually colder than in the Bahamas. It was 19 degrees this morning. And the Bahamas were like in the 30s all the time almost.
We are a little more north. But...
Yeah, a bit more north. I mean, I'm sure the Gulf Stream's doing a lot of, affecting a lot the weather and whatnot. And I guess we're joining in the weekend festivities on our boat, watching the show of drunken people go by. And it feels really awesome having some beers.
Good beer. IPA.
I love IPAs, my favorite.
What else do we got that you're excited about?
Oh gosh, everything. I just wanted to eat everything that we bought at the store. Get some extra sharp cheddar, which is much better than the yellow cheese in the Bahamas. And it's just been so nice having accessibility to everything, like all the fresh produce, fruits, veggies, and everything's quite a bit more affordable here as well, which is lovely.
It's such a strange contrast between leaving the Bahamas and coming here, because Bahamas, it was just such serious lockdown, which I understand, you know, like their healthcare system wouldn't be able to handle a serious outbreak of the virus. But then you come to Florida where there's, you know, a serious amount of cases there, and it almost feels like they're not fully taking it seriously. Or maybe it's the fact that they've already been in isolation for what they feel like is too long, and it's almost as if, I guess, the government realizes that and is like slacking off on the rules. It's just crazy because, I mean, even in Canada they have way stricter rules. We don't even know if we'd be able to get to our parents' place without getting fined or told to turn around, because from province to province you can't travel unless it's deemed essential travel, which essentially it wouldn't be. But anyway, like, there's people on the water, there's people partying, there's big groups together, and it just feels like there's actually no virus at all. We did get a vibe that the virus was actually, you know, still here, very much so, when we went to the grocery store, because everybody was wearing masks. The staff and stuff were all wearing masks, and the staff were wiping down things and disinfecting the carts and just like really on the ball, I think, in my opinion. And so that made us feel pretty good. But it's been kind of weird because we came from Bahamas and we were like self-isolating and like trying to stay away from everybody, even though they only had like 40 cases at the time. And anytime anybody came near, we were very hesitant to like communicate with them other than at a distance. And then you come here and it's like business as usual, like nothing's going on. So it's very different and kind of nerve-wracking but refreshing at the same time, because we can, you know, get access to things like that we'd like beer or food and supplies. And today all I've been doing pretty much all day is watching lots of YouTube and figuring out exactly the process that will be involved in taking apart my engine, or our engine, and getting it back together again. So as you probably already told you, our piston has a crack in it, so we got some work there. We got to switch out the piston, and we're going to do a few other things. But there'll be more videos on that later, so make sure to stay tuned for that. For now, we're just going to enjoy a beer and some cheese.
First nachos in months. We have all the fresh produce to be able to make it. Avocados, tomatoes, and everything. It's kind of exciting. It's funny the things you take for granted in life, and then all of a sudden you come back to somewhere that has all of it accessible, and then it's just like, whoa, I can actually do and get all of these things. So cheers to the US, I guess. I'm in my hair. Welcome to Captain Walt and Joyce. Thank you so much for becoming our newest patrons.
It's kind of weird being at the restaurant after months of not eating out whatsoever.
Cheers to family!
Yeah, that's good. So it looks like we're gonna have to do what we were trying to avoid doing, and we're gonna have to haul the whole engine out to be able to access it. We might also need to remove this entire front section so that we can pull the motor out directly from the front.